Yeah, I think for us the game definitely a game of two faces. The first 20 minutes, that's not who we are. Like we didn't we were not ourselves. We were pressing. We were not good on the ball. We got punished on something we knew that they could do. Then mistake in concentration almost straight away put us 2-0 down and difficult to come back after that. I think from the minute 30, 25, 30 of the first half, we were, a lot better, more similar to who we want to be. And I think the second half is who we want to be. Like we obviously conceded that goal early, but I think we started the half tremendously well. We spoke at halftime about off the bench. I thought they were fantastic. Gabby, Bru, Lily, Sof, I think they are definitely added to the team and it's what we need. And unfortunately we end up falling short. At least a draw would have been definitely a bit different. But then that answering the second part of the question that take us to Kansas, we knew that to win this tournament, this competition, we have to be the best ones, something that we're ready for it when we are at our best. So off we go, no, to Kansas and hopefully like obviously Kansas is at the moment the favorite for what they've done throughout the year, deservedly, and we will have to be the best version of ourselves to win there. And I definitely think that we can do that.
Questions for Juan? The raise your hand function here on Zoom. Michael, go ahead.
Hi, Juan. Thanks for your time tonight. I asked Rose this question, or Rose and Jalen this question earlier. I'll ask you, did North Carolina do anything different than what you expected going into this match, or kind of was it what you expected from them?
No, not really. They did what we knew that they could do. No, that they were gonna try to find much go between the lines and then try to create chances after connecting there through the wide areas. That's how they score their goals. And yeah, I think that realistically they didn't. We just needed to be able to be ourselves and execute what we needed to do better. No.
Any other questions for Juan? Sean, go ahead.
Hi, Juan. Obviously, you came into today and there were a ton of different permutations that could have played out. And obviously, now you're facing Kansas City. Will you and the staff embrace the idea that you are going into the first round as an underdog and kind of instill that spirit, kind of wear that tag as an underdog team going into the first round and kind of build an identity off of that?
Yeah, it's where the position on the table has put us. No, we are deservedly in that position because that's after 26 games where we finish, and then Kansas City is a great team, but I believe that we are too, and we're gonna go there. I completely back my players, my staff to go out there and obviously achieve something that I don't think anyone has achieved for a very long time. But we are prepared for that and for more now. So we're gonna go there, give it absolutely everything we have, and I really believe that these players are ready to honestly be able to achieve what for somebody the impossible. No.
Peyton, go ahead.
Hi, Juan. Thanks for your time. And I'm sorry I missed the very beginning of this. So if someone already asked this question, please just let me know. I can listen back. But I'm
It's okay.
curious if you view moving forward, having recently played Kansas City as helpful in your preparations that will be occurring this week.
Yeah, obviously we haven't played them long ago. I think it's obviously something that we are familiar with. Obviously, we will have to wait. They obviously play today. We will analyze what they've done these last few games. Obviously, it's a team that with Temwa has certain threats, without her has certain others. I think today, without Temwa and also with Via coming off injured before the half, they will still be able to beat San Diego that were playing to secure a home playoff game. So definitely a very tough one, but the one that we honestly I feel that this group of players and this club and this staff is ready for it.
Thank you.
Sean,
You're
go ahead.
welcome.
Juan, obviously the start you had wasn't ideal, and your team played uncharacteristically in defense. As you go into the playoffs here, you look at the whole of the season, how the team was set up defensively, how they were a team that was very stingy on defense, didn't give up many goals. Do you kind of look at this as like this is a reminder of who we have to be in the playoffs, of this message that was sent to the team by North Carolina, that it's a reminder of getting back to your identity as a rock solid defensive team?
Yeah, 100%. I think this game is also been a little bit, so could be our season resuming in one game. No, we've been excellent. I think the second half, the last half an hour, or even the whole second half, we obviously conceded that goal, unfortunately, but we were really good, I thought. And then we have also have some moments on the first half that, as you said, uncharacteristic. No, so when you go into the playoffs, you cannot have this kind of lapses or these kind of moments. You need to be able to put that consistent top performance. And I honestly believe that this group is ready to do that. No?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that was not the start that we had planned for or wanted. That just can't happen. We need to come out fast and strong, and we know that we've had some slow starts, and so I think that was disappointing. Obviously, second half we turned it back up, but it was too late. So now that obviously we know our place in playoffs, we got to start fast, and I think that's kind of the overall message for the team going forward.
Rose, anything to add?
No, I mean, I guess I'll reiterate, obviously a slow start, not the way we want to start a game. I think we came out in the second half better. I think still we know we have like another level. But yeah, dug ourselves into a hole and pulled two back, but too little, too late.
Michael or Sean, if you have a question, just hit the raise your hand function on Zoom here and fire away. I'll just ask one to get the conversation started. Going into a decision day like this, I know there's one other season that they've done this. How does that impact your thinking in a game like this, knowing all the other games going on and all these different scenarios could play out?
I don't know if it does. I think like you come into every game wanting to win. I think that was no different. I think we can't control what every other team's doing. We can only control what we're doing. So I think that was our mindset.
Michael, go ahead.
Hey guys, thanks for your time tonight. Was there anything that North Carolina did that maybe you weren't expecting, or was it kind of the sort of matchup that you expected, just you guys didn't execute?
I don't know if they did anything that surprised us. I think they're a really great team, really technical team with a lot of different threats in between the lines, and I think that was the trouble for us. Their midfield obviously very technical and good on the ball. So I don't know if they did anything that surprised us, but I think they just I think outplayed us, honestly.
Sean, go ahead.
Hi, Rose. Obviously, you're still digesting what happened, and you've heard all the permutations of what could have happened. And now that you know your opponent, you look at the situation saying, when your team's at your best and you're healthy and you're clicking at the way you clicked earlier in the season, that you're able of going toe to toe with anybody in this league.
Yeah, I mean, I think playoffs is like a whole new season, so it doesn't matter what anyone's done up until that point, like ourselves included. So yeah, I think you go into playoffs with a fresh slate. Obviously, Kansas City is a great team. They've had an incredible season, so we have to start strong from the beginning. We know they're like very good in transition, so we're gonna have to be switched on. But yeah, we'll have this week to prepare. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough matchup.